Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I have the YCS finals here, and it's live, see right there, live, so this is all just straight off the top. So yeah, we are going to see Paulie over here playing the 60 card base deck. We saw him on the channel actually a couple of days ago. He's playing the punk cards in it, or at least was. I actually don't know if he's still playing it. I'm pretty sure I saw him playing it, but so he's playing that deck, and his opponent is Aaron P. I actually have no idea what deck he's playing, so we're gonna go ahead and see Illusion of Chaos to go grab souls. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the top 4 match. I started watching like halfway through, so I didn't record it. Also, he's got to put a card back. I don't know if he's just thinking about what to put back. You don't have to show. Oh, okay, he's sending it. Fair enough. But yeah, I watched the top 4 match, and it was between Paulie and Hanko, and it did end a little bit bad. It ended in time, but it happens. Something that you want to do as a player is make sure that you're keeping track of time. You have to. It's a huge thing in the game. It's just something you have to do. Otherwise, you end up losing to it. If time's clicking down pretty fast, you have to play faster than you usually do, think a little bit less. That's where having a lot of practice with the deck. You can do plays off instinct is really good. But we're going to see Ash here. So that was on Fateful Effect 2 Search. Assuming I was trying to grab Griffin there, and they said, nope, you ain't searching Griffin today. But they're playing Ash. Oh my god, they're playing with the double sleeves with the art sleeves. Sheesh, on the main deck. They're wild. So was he shutting off the Griffin search or the Draco back search? Had to have been. Honest, I'm not gonna lie. I was not paying attention for a second, but I'm pretty sure it was on the Griffin search. Yeah, it's like you want to stop the Draco back search. At least I'm hoping. So he gets to draw 2 here. Really good. There's so many good cards you can draw. Even a hand trap, honestly. See the card highlight? Ash Blossom? Draw Ash Blossom. He'll be cool with it. Normal summon. Also, it doesn't look like he's using Draco back effect to equip here. Which won't end up mattering, because they're going to get rid of it, but it's still something that you want to do. Okay, they are doing it. That did take a little while. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks like it's going through. The opponent probably knows it also doesn't matter either. It kind of looks like, it kind of looks like the opponent's playing a lot of cards in their deck, but it also is double sleeve, so you can never really tell. But yeah, so Paulie normal summoning out Snow. That is huge for the opponent. Not a tuner. Oh, what is this? What is this? What are they trying to summon here? What's in defense? Is that Griffin? You Griffin? Temple. Okay. Okay. So what is their plan here exactly? They have a lot of bodies. I don't know if he's main decking Scythe. That is something that could come up. Cause that's Dagda. Okay, I was going to say, you can't make Anaconda there. So that's Dagda and then Anaconda. Alright. If they're main decking Scythe, this is, this is really good. If they're not, it's Lancia. Paulie should know the matchup as it is the finals. You know the matchup by then. But, so if Lancia is good in this, then that's huge. Does he main deck? Main deck's the Scythe. Yeah, that's tough. And something that I think we're gonna see after this weekend a lot more is, it's kind of started happening about a week, 2 weeks ago. People have been cutting droplets from their deck list because it actually doesn't work against good players. Like in this scenario it would, but if you had a tuner, it wouldn't. Herald of Arclight, Phantom Knight players can actually just play around it. It's not that great of a card right now. I think people are gonna start cutting droplet. You'll see it tomorrow in my regional list. I was playing it because it's regional. Regionals are kind of wild. you'll have stuff like that. I think that you probably just need hand traps, even though hand traps usually aren't even like enough this format, because people's decks are just so good at going first with the Brave token stuff, the Enforcer, the Artifact, and like it's tough right now. The game is definitely in a very weird spot. Prank Kid. Yo. Okay. Fair enough. That's the fusion spell is good to start off with. That is making the Scythe not as good. You know, if you just normal summon out a Prank Kid, you drop Scythe there, that's pretty nice. So they're getting rid of 2 water though, which been unfortunate. Not getting rid of like different Prank Kid names. But at least they're getting to play. You know, that's something. I think decks like Prank Kid, even Flounderies, I think these decks are somewhat being slept on. Even I was sleeping on Flounderies. I started testing it yesterday, and the quick play spell definitely changes the deck. Like, the deck is just like, it's consistent now. Like, if you brick, that's not normal, you know? The deck doesn't brick, the deck's consistent, it has good follow-up, so it's actually a pretty decent deck. And Prank Kids, like, and Flounders can play enough hand traps. That's another big thing, is that they can play all the consistency cards and can fit like 10 to 11 going second cards in the deck from what I have seen. With like my list, I have 10 to 11 spots. Some other lists might have more if they play less consistency cards. More spots if they play less consistency cards, or they could have less spots if they play more consistency cards. We actually see Droplet here in the deck list still. That's fair. It's still something that you have to like prepare for, as I think a lot of people are still playing the Droplet. You definitely have to expect it. But like I said, I think it will start falling out of favor very shortly, unless if everyone starts playing decks like Prank Kids and Flounderies and stuff like that, then Droplet would be extremely strong. They do have Snow in graveyard still. They have a set card. What would that set card be? It could be a Droplet of their own. It could be an Imperm. I know Pauly is definitely on Droplet. I saw it in the last match that he was playing in. Yeah, it looks like on the resolution they're going to be snowing. So Rocket Ride has to special summon 2 Prank Kids from the graveyard with different names. So if they just go ahead and summon Snow here and set the wind, then the opponent actually can't play. I wonder if he'll realize that here. A lot of people don't actually know what like the Prank Kids cards do. You know, they see Rocket Ride, tribute summon back. That's it. Has to target with different names. They can't attack that turn. People don't realize this stuff. He should have enough cards, right? Because he has like 5 free cards in graveyard, it looks like, besides like the Temple, Celestial Dasher. You know, you don't want to be banishing these cards. Anaconda on board, that could be a free card to get rid of. You may as well just get rid of Scythe on board. Honestly, just banish everything. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it Imperm set. Like, if you just set wind, your opponent doesn't play. So that is going to be it for game 1. Very quick game 1, you know. Didn't get the Scythe lock the opponent, but had Snow through Droplet. The opponent started weird. Why did they play it like that if they had Droplet, though? Don't you normal summon water? On summon, the opponent... let's just say hypothetical. On summon, the Enforcer effect, right? To try to Scythe lock you. Popping, let's just say Anaconda and Scythe, or Scythe and Dagda, so that way Scythe comes out even through something like Bell. And then you Droplet, and they don't get the pop, and then you have your normal summon, and then they will try to Snow you, and you fusion spell. So can't you just... I feel like they played it bad, to be honest. I feel like there had to have been a better way to play it, for sure. Which kind of sucks, because, you know, it's the finals, but there's also a lot of nerves. You know, that'll happen. You know, I played on a real-life feature match like this before. And mine was like, you know, mine was up on stage, though, and I'm not going to lie. The nerves was hidden for a little bit. And if you realize you misplay, the nerves start hitting a lot. But one thing you have to do is you have to like take those nerves and like kick them to the side. I was actually thinking about this earlier because I was playing in a side event. My opponent knocked me down to 400 life points and they were at full life points. They had full control of the game, but I was able to work it back and win. And I was thinking like, wow, you know, I was a little bit nervous about losing this game 1, but like, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I 2-0'd him, by the way. I'm nuts. Yeah, so that's game 1. Side deck, we could see Prank Kids put in stuff. You know, there could be floodgates like TC Boost, Skill Drain. Those cards are actually not that popular as you would think they would be. Probably just because of the Brave Token stuff being able to out them. So like engines are able to out those cards. But I think we will see maybe like Talents, maybe Cross Out, maybe those type of cards. Talents letting you help push through hand traps. Cross Out stopping the hand traps to let you do your play. If you full combo and Prank Kids, it's a pretty good end board. Now you get double Regeki, and then you have Pranks draw. You get a whole bunch of bodies on board. If you have Griffin too, you have a negate. So yeah, I mean, I'm also not gonna lie. I'm kind of hurt that Konami won't let me commentate. I'm not gonna be that guy, but I definitely heard Billy say in the commentary earlier that Enforcer couldn't resolve because the opponent didn't have a card on board. He didn't know that it could pop 2 cards on his own field. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have messed that up, but hey, what do I know? Yeah, it'd be cool to be a commentator. As long as I have like a hype commentator. Like I said, you know it'd work perfect. Like, see me. Hold on, I would be right here because you gotta have me with the Master Duelist title. I'll even take Robert's name. I apologize. And then we just have to have a hype man right here. Somebody that like, cause I know the game pretty well. I'm a pretty good commentator. Especially if I absolutely focus in on like a Konami stream, you can't mess up. And also the judges were slacking in PAX match earlier, by the way. I don't know, like they had like 4 judges in there. So another thing about the judges, first of all, huge shout out to them because without judges, events wouldn't work. But second of all, judges are really good with rulings, right? But a lot of them don't play super competitive, so they're not used to the scenarios. So if like a cheat goes on, they may not notice it. And that happened earlier with the DDD versus Dragon match that Pac was in. I instantly caught it. And I also saw Deadly B7 instantly catch it. And I was like, hey, he knows what's up. But yeah, it's going to go ahead Roxy's, Banish, Draw, no Ash on that, no Gamma on that. It's looking good. There could still be Bell, that's another popular hand trap. Nib, maybe. One thing about playing 60 cards is the odds of you seeing like a specific card go down a lot. Making your deck 50% bigger will definitely do that. The odds of drawing a brick go down less. Also, oh my gosh, Baxt winning the dice roll in this, by the way, huge. Because like I said, the deck is so good at going first that like in going second it still stands a chance. That's one thing about it, is like it can push through a board, especially because the opponent's not playing like an auto win type deck where they Scythe lock you. If Scythe resolves, they auto win. They're playing Prank Kids. Prank Kids is a completely fair deck. If you break the board, honestly, like all of it, you could just win, depending if they put back Meow or not. But if they put back Meow, they have 1 less interruption. So just doing basic things here. Activate Pranks, bring out Token. They're going to link those off. Is that going to go into the second doodle? Yep. Water Gang 1000. Also, this weekend, I technically lost my first match in time ever. Like, with, like, the new time... They're like 4 years old now. But I lost my first match in time this weekend, actually to Prank Kids. I was able to get to my turn, though. I wouldn't have been able to win if there wasn't time. Honestly, I needed my opponent to make a mistake for me to be able to win. Actually, I needed him to make a double mistake for me to be able to win. So time was like technically helping me there. But I still lost. So technically I took my first loss in the new time rules. I still don't think they're that bad though. I'm able to play pretty quickly, especially when needed. Like when it's absolutely needed to like go quick, like boom, 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 boom. I'll play quick. So they're not putting back meow, which means their follow up isn't as good, but they have more interruptions, which is definitely needed against a deck like Baxt. You don't want to be slacking on the interruptions, otherwise they could just game you or set up a good board of their own. So they get to draw one here. You know, they're hoping for the Ash Blossom. They're hoping for the Ash Blossom there. They need a hand trap. Hand trap would be pretty good. Ash Blossom, Bell. I don't know if they're playing something like Droll and Lockbird. That could help. Droll's actually pretty good versus Baxt. It doesn't like completely stop them, but it's definitely something that will help out. It's good combined with like another interruption. By itself, it won't completely stop him most of the time. But we're going to see the draw phase, Bow Wow, Tribute Off. So they're going to go ahead and add back the Water and Fire there. So they have a lot of cards in hand. The Prank Kid player, they should have what? 6 in hand? No way they have 6. 5? I think it's 5. Then Polly. So also it's kind of cool how they kept like the records up here. Usually they don't do that. Like you could see like the whole tournament record. They went X2 in Swiss. They went X2 in Swiss. They still both made it to the finals. The person who got first after Swiss, which at what I can't talk. The person who got first after Swiss was actually playing Plunder, which is really cool. I might get their deck profile. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I know we had spoke about it a little bit, but I definitely want it, like, to post on the channel. That'd be pretty cool, because it's Plunder, you know. Plunder goes crazy. The deck is wild, especially if you don't know how to play against it. Even just using stuff like, if you use hand traps poorly, you can actually get punished. Like if you Veiler or Lancia, it can actually help your opponent out more than hurt them if you don't know how you're using them correctly. Lancia is probably just like never good against them, to be honest. It's probably better just to hold it in hand than to even drop it if you draw it. It's a special summon Vishuda, and they're going to activate right. Is there a reason not to link away Vishuda for Monk? I guess if you use it in target fusion spell, they just say, cool. So we know fire, water, wind in hand. Otherwise they would have set this up differently. Unless if they're really just making that big of a mistake, but there's no way. So, they have 4 in hand now. Also, everyone kept asking me about the bird deck because I posted a video on it today. And I was talking about how I was working on my bird list and stuff. I think I'm going to end up making a combo video for it. I'm not sure yet. I have like 2 combos that are actually pretty good. Ooh, Ogre. Yeah, Ogre's nice. Ogre's nice. The art is ugly, but it's nice. But like the combos, I have like a Warbler Sparrow combo. I actually saw it on someone else's YouTube channel. Cause I was like, you know what? Let me look up bird combos. I usually don't look up combos that much. And I was like, let me just look up some combos. I feel like I'm not doing this properly enough. And they actually had a pretty good combo. You don't have to like play bricks in the deck or anything, which is nice. You actually see Warbler, Sparrow more now than you did before, which is crazy. So they're going for Monk. Also, I like their mat. The Jinzo National Championship 2008. And the opponent has like the YCS remote duel mat. So yeah, they're going to Fusion Spell, get rid of the 3 types, bring out the Battle Butter, and the effects will activate here. So being able to wipe the board will be pretty nice. As long as it goes through. If they open Droplet in this hand too, they're insane. Because Droplet's really, really, really good versus Prank Kids being able to hit the butter in this scenario. Yeah, they're going through their extra deck. I think they just, like, it looked like they did the thumbs up. Oh, they actually have it. They have it. Oh, they're insane. It's just his day. It's actually just his day. This is I saw someone say that this is Pauly's first top 2. So that's It's kind of cool how like his first top looks like it's about to be a win. Also, I see GGYGO type in the chat said, you wait for the Vishuda target, I think, here. No, you don't. Because if they Vishuda target this, that's what I'm saying. If they Vishuda... Oh, wait. Hold that. Oh, Judgment? Oh, that's insane. Judgment on Droplet? It's his day. But his opponent's not going to let him off that easy, you know? You got to make it suspenseful for content. Can't have your YCS win that easy. But yeah, you wouldn't want to wait for Vishuda to target a back row, because there's a 50% chance that Vishuda goes and targets Fusion Spell and you're really good. Like, okay, you chain and nothing happens, Vishuda's gone now. There's also a 50% chance that they hit the other set card, which in this scenario was Judgment. As long as it was, like, you know, not a bluff, like like if it was an Imperm or a Droplet, you would also want to keep those cards safe. So I think you'd want to go ahead and summon here to try to pop before Vishuda can do its thing. Then they're going to pop those. So I think they have, what, 2 cards in hand now? Because they dropped Legaret a Temple off field. So now they're going up against Raigeki. 3 cards in hand. We know one of them is water. So it's 2 blanks, I'm pretty sure, unless if I like missed a free doodle search or something. Fusion Destiny, I'm pretty sure that's a 1-of in the deck. That's a pretty good 1-of. That is a pretty good card to draw here. Works pretty well versus like the Raigeki too, because now they go ahead, they summon Enforcer beat over something, End Phase, Enforcer can go pop the Prank Kids Pranks. Now you can't pop the monsters because of Bow Wow. Hopefully they don't forget that. I saw someone in top 16 ask how much attack Doodle had, and they were looking up Prank Kids cards. Yo. Insane. Also, OTS Tournament Pack 18. Pack actually look kind of good. You can get like Ulti Fusion Destiny, Ulti Zeus. See, I'm already sounding like a Konami commentator. I'm just pushing their product for no reason. So, they're going Battle Phase. I think you attack over water. Okay, they attack over fire, which I guess is fair. I was going to say you attack over water, because like otherwise next turn, like if they normal summon water, that like forces out Enforcer instantly. Otherwise, they could set up totally awesome. So I was thinking maybe you should pop water. Oh, maybe they have a different plan in mind though. Yeah, then standby phase. And then Enforcer comes back. So now we see Prank Kids just looking through their graveyard, seeing what resources they used. You know, this is definitely a deck that you have to properly use your resources. If you don't, it's a completely different deck. Seeing a good player play Prank Kids and a bad player play Prank Kids, the turn 2 and turn 3s are way different. Like, yeah, they're going to normal summon out water, and it's like now Toad is threatened. So, yeah, they're going to overlay those. He's messing with his headphones there. I wonder if he knew about this. And he has, like, Veiler for Toad. Like, he'll Veiler Toad and then new chain activate Enforcer. Oh, instant fusion. Oh, he's dirty. Okay. So that was either the draw for turn or the draw off of Pranks. I feel like last turn you would have used it to set up the Totally Awesome. Right? Maybe not. Because then you have to Toad before you battle Butler. Probably would though. So they're going to summon back out the Bow Wow and the Roxy's there. So those can't attack this turn. Yeah, just get rid of those. Oh, he's activating Enforcer. And that's Toad. Right? Actually, is it? You could just let him pop Toad. Oh, he's not using Enforcer. Oh, he's just probably asking like, yo, hold on, let me think. So, going for Doodle here. And then he's going to get the effects. So, Doodle. Roxy's. Go ahead. Search. Banish. Draw. Special summon. Ooh, this will be interesting. Also, I ended up deciding not to play in the YCS, which I kind of regret. Just because, like, it also looks like he banished the field spell that I just searched. You can kind of tell by the gold. Kind of regret, but at the same time, like, it always takes forever. Remote duel events just don't hit the same, like, at all. Like, I played in the remote duel regional last weekend. I won it, and it was like, cool. Now I'm gonna go record videos. Like, I don't know. It was just like cool. Like, I did well, but it doesn't. It's yo. This dude's on X mode right now. You saw that? Probably lagged and then like it caught up or something. So Doodle will go ahead and add back. Did you just add back Droplet? Oh no, that was instant fusion. Oh, they were just asking how they got to this point then. Yeah, it's like Droplet's not even in his grave. It just kind of looked like Droplet. A little bit of glare and everything. It's not as easy to tell what cards are on here compared to DB, you know? Oh, I'll still mess up on DB. So it doesn't look like the Roxy's is actually going to summon anything. Doesn't appear so, at least. We know one of the cards in Paul's hand is right. We don't know what the other card is. Probably not a hand trap, unless if it was drawn for turn. Otherwise, it most likely would have been used last turn to try to impact the board somewhat. Wow, they're really thinking here. They are really thinking. Enforcer causes problems. Some people do not know how to... it's Prank Kids Pranks. Yeah, okay. So you can see the confusion. Like, you can barely see it. But once it's put here and they're discarding, then, like, yeah, also it had to be a card that was in graveyard. So they're going to get rid of the token and win to summon out the Bow Wow. Okay, playing 2 Bow Wow. That's something that has became standard at this point, honestly. You kind of want to have, like, as strong of an engine as possible. Playing, like, another Bow Wow is really good. I feel like they're playing it weird. But, like, at this point, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, they're going to Toad take Enforcer, for sure. So... they have 2,000, 4,000. They have 6,000 damage on field currently. Yeah, we're going to see them emit defeat. Yo, don't draw like that. Your opponent can see. Can't reveal the goo until the event's over. Alright, going into Game 3. This is what we want to see. We want to see a Game 3. We don't want it to be a quick 2-0 with a quick Game 1 and a quick Game 2. We want Game 3 for content. Yeah, see, Pauly's helping us out here. He probably had a way to win that game and was like, you know what? I know DB Grinder's watching. He needs content. Here we go. Moving on to Game 3. Now, Pauly going first. I actually do know he does play Crossout in his list, so that will definitely be into the deck. If he's playing... And also, that's interesting. If he's playing Crossout, he's probably playing a whole bunch of one-of hand traps, right? Because, like, you have to fill your deck with hand traps. I wonder how many hand traps he's playing. Because he's also playing the punks and stuff. Probably not that many hand traps, but probably a whole bunch of one-ofs. Definitely multiples of the ones that you really like. But you definitely want to have, like, one Ash, one Bell, one Nib, one Imperm. At least stuff like that. At least one of those. Also, like, the hand traps that are tuners are just so much better than the non-tuners in this deck, because you can, like, special summon souls, draw, and even if your hand's a brick or you've gotten hand trapped, boom! Normal summon out Ash Blossom combo. It's kind of wild. Everyone in chat is saying, yo, it's based. It's based. The deck is based. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing the Game 3 here. We're going to see Based go first. Okay, yeah, still side decking. Makes sense. Side decking in 60 also takes a lot longer than 40 because you have to find the cards. Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to find the cards right now. One thing you have to do to be like fully prepared for a tournament is know the side deck patterns against like the popular decks. You know, if you go up versus like a Madolche, Eldritch, Invoked, Cyberus deck, you know, it's fair enough if you don't know how to side deck against them right away. But if you are playing a deck like Baxt and you go up against a deck like Prank Kid Brave Token, you should know instantly what you're going to take in and what you're going to take out. Game 1 and 2 going first or not game 1, 2. Game 2 and 3 going first or second. This is all stuff that you have to know to be fully prepared for a tournament. You're going to be playing more games with your side deck in your deck than you will games 1. That is just a fact. Unless if it's even and you just 2-0 everyone. Or if it's even and you get 2-0'd. Okay, maybe it's not a fact. Almost a fact, though. Almost a fact. So, I just want to hop into the match. Why isn't there a fast forward button? Next play. Next play. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That makes it so much better. Yeah, so I didn't play in the YCS this weekend because I didn't want to like wait for rounds and everything. I ended up playing in side events. I lost 2 matches this weekend. I lost 1 in speed duel to a deck that I was very, very, very not prepared for with my side deck at all. Literally none of my side deck cards worked versus them, and like 6 of my main deck cards didn't work versus them, and I'm playing 20 cards, so yeah, my deck was really bad versus them. I was still able to get a game from them, though. I'm pretty proud of that. They did make a mistake, so let's go. Lost that match, though, and then I lost 1 match to Prank Kids, like I said, in time. Overall, I think I won 6 side events. I mean, you know, it wasn't like that hard, to be fair. Especially with a lot of people just entering the side events to drop, so that way they can get more points, which is fair enough. That'll happen. Hey, I see Raphael Devin in chat. He said, not my chat, by the way. This is like Konami stream. He said, let's go, Paulie. See a lot of people saying, let's go, Paulie. Fair enough. I don't really know who this Paulie guy is, to be honest. I've heard of him, and I've seen him on DB. You know, he's been playing in the tournaments. I've shown him off on the channel a couple times with this deck. So he's definitely been preparing for this event. You know, playing in stuff like the Coliseum or Dragon Riders games is a great way to prepare for the tournaments as you get competitive experience. You get to play competitive. The only thing that's not super competitive about it is there's no time limit. So that's like something that a lot of people don't actually test with very often, but it's something you have to keep in mind. And yeah, so he should be prepared for this tournament for sure. Playing the deck a lot, playing the punks in it. Not a lot of people are doing that. You know, Cupid pitch, search a punk is kind of cool. They're definitely playing E-Telly in the deck if they're playing the punks. You'd play E-Telly in the deck anyways, because Ogre is a pretty nice hand trap right now. I'm not going to lie. It's probably one of the best hand traps. I think Nib is a very strong hand trap too. Even though Nib loses out the Brave Token stuff, it's the one that works best in combination with other hand traps. One hand trap usually isn't stopping people anyways, unless if it's like a really high impact hand trap, like Shifter or Droll and they open weird. Lancia if they open weird and playing like a certain deck. I guess same thing with Droll. But Shifter is just insane. That's another reason why like Flounderies has like good potential right now. I can't believe I slept on that deck for a while. I've been sleeping on it for like the last like month. Before the quick play spell, buns. The deck was Monarch in 2022. But now with the quick play spell, I think the deck is consistent enough to actually stand a chance. I kind of want to play some regionals with some whack decks. I kind of want to play a regional with Bird. I kind of want to play a regional with other Bird, Flounderies Bird. I could play regionals with a lot of decks, to be honest. There's a lot of decks that seem like kind of fun to play. Flounderies is fun to play, but not fun to play against. It's not fun to play against. It's not something that I would want to play like every single day because it just doesn't seem like that fun. You know, I like combo decks. They're more fun. Typically they're better. And I mean, I think combo is still better than Flounderies, but I still think Flounderies is a pretty good deck. It's cool to see Hanko Chow get top 4 in this YCS with it. I wonder how he's doing in his 3rd, 4th playoff match, because the winner of the 3rd and 4th playoff match, the winner gets a prize card and the loser does not. So like that'd be like the ultimate wager match I could show on the channel, but it doesn't look like they're showing the 3rd, 4th match. Yeah, and dang, bro, they're taking forever to start this next game. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've talked about everything. You guys want to hear a bird combo? Warbler, Sparrow, Special Warbler, Summon Sparrow, go search Nerval, Overlay Swallow, search. So now you have Swallow, Nerval, Starling, Summon Swallow, Summon Nerval, make Blossom with Nerval, Starling, Nerval effect, go search. Blossom, Special Summon effect, Banish to go summon Omen. Turn the Bear Bloom and turn the Omen and the Nerval into Bear Bloom effects to go search. You search. It's Kitten Omen. Omen will allow you to go search for Nerval, and you can normal summon out Nerval, banish 2 double Dragon Lords, overlay that and Swallow for Robin, make Appaloosa, Appaloosa, Revolt, double Dragon Lords, Robin. That's the combo I got from someone else's YouTube channel. Not gonna lie, I don't know who they are, but thanks for the combo. I memorized it first go. I'm kind of crazy. To be fair, I also played Bird for like a while, so it's not really hard to like remember the combo lines. I'm used to like the bigger combo lines, the what happens if you get hand trapped here or here and you have to do oath with this hand or that hand. So these combo lines are so easy now, it's insane. Much easier deck to play, but you definitely have to play it differently than before. Let's go. We're going into the next game finally. It honestly felt like an hour. It was probably 5 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably 5 minutes. Oh, 2 cards. It's all he needs. He doesn't need 5. Okay. What does he open? I want to see a Souls. I want to see a Right. But from the opponent, I want to see 2 hand traps. Needs to be a good game 3. So, at this point, I'm not really getting a read on what he has. Unless if that is just Right. Could be Small World, yeah. By the way, he was like flicking that 1 card. He's going to do 1 more hand shuffle or banish the back card. I think he just flipped it and then banished the back card anyways there. So he's banishing, that's the Punk Aemon. So he's banishing that. What is he gonna banish from deck? No, he knows the branches exactly if he's activating this. So those match up through being strictly level 3s. Yeah. And then what do you search? Temple into Red Rose, and those match up through being strictly level 3s. Yes. Okay. Yep. Just wanted to make sure. It's always good to make sure. So now he has Red Rose. Oh, he's so dirty. He opens Red Rose right. It's happening. The opponent has to have some type of hand trap. He needs Ash or something. Ogre. Normal summon. Ogre. Okay. So Ogre happens on that. So he should be down to 2 cards in hand because Small World, it takes 2 cards to go search 1. But in 60, having a Rhoda is really big. Goes for Shooting Riser. I mean, this is still really good. It's not like full combo unless he has something else in hand. So otherwise, he would have like everything. You'd be able to Scythe Lock the opponent with Herald up, Floor up, Herald's up so you can't get hit with Droplet. Gets to send Snow here off the Shooting Riser and then summon out from deck. And then summons Rox Rose. Rox Rose goes search the Basil Rose Shoot. I love how I know these cards' names. Like the full names of them too. Rox Rose Dragon, Basil Rose Shoot. I'm insane. Usually I don't learn cards' full name, like the full name of cards, 'cause I just don't care. Cause that's too much thought. But they still have Needle Fiber combo here. Snow in Graveyard. Snow is very good in Graveyard, obviously. Especially versus a deck like Prank Kids, where usually, like, their normal summon is a very, very, very good interruption spot. They could have the Brave Token stuff to help protect. They could have a fusion spell like they did Game 1, but I still think they played Game 1 wrong. I guarantee if we VOD reviewed with every card they had, there'd be a better way to play it out. I wish this was like DB. This would be like way better VOD review. Also, I played versus the 3-axis base deck this weekend. My opponent ended on Fleur that had already used its interruption because I baited it with Gamma. Herald of Arclight, Enforcer, Artifact Sight Set, Shooting Riser as a level 3, Snowing Graveyard, Anti-Spell Bell. You wouldn't believe this, but if they didn't have Bell, I was OTKing that turn. They did have Bell, but I still won that game. I'm insane. I did have Super Poly, though, and they didn't play around it. Super Poly will not be good, because I think people are like, if people play around Super Poly is not good. If people don't play around it, Super Poly is insane. So I think it was like the type of thing that you could play for like 2 weekends realistically. Super Poly no longer would be in a deck list of mine because everyone's going to play around it, so there's no point. You could fake side deck, though. That's something cool that you can do. So you could take a card from your side deck, put it into your extra deck, take a card from your extra deck, put it into your side deck, but have it be the same exact card, and your opponent will think that you just put like a Starving Venom in the extra deck. Now the thing is you could be like, you know, oh, I'm baiting my opponent into thinking I'm side decking Super Poly when I'm not, but at the same time, you could actually just be putting Venom in and they won't know. So that's something that you have to think about. They're going to go search the hop here off the Cupid pitch. Having multiple search targets off a Cupid pitch must feel nice. See MBT in chat said, gosh, Cupid pitch is so silly. Cupid pitch is such a good card. I remember reading that card for the first time. I was like, this card will be played. If it's not being played right now, it'll be played in the future. If it stops being played, it'll be played in a future format. It's going to Fusion Destiny here. So, gets to end on Savage, Enforcer, has the hop here, has Snow. Come on now. It's kind of tough. It's really tough, actually, for the opponent. That does he set one too? Honestly, it'd probably be better for him to not set one, unless if he had like anti-spell or something wild like that. I think I heard the commentators earlier saying that he was playing it. So also, he scoops. What was their hand? It was evenly. 2 Prank Kids. Side decking evenly. No, don't do that. That card's buns. It doesn't work versus end boards. Wow, that was a horrible game 3. He comboed. But hey, Poly won. That's one way to think about it. See Cody Angeloff, Poly won. I see everyone in chat saying, let's go, let's go. This dude's definitely friends with like a lot of people in the community. Yeah, he wins there. Probably hasn't hit yet. That's like I said about the remote duels. You can literally win a YCS and it probably just doesn't hit. You know, I've never won a remote duel YCS, so I wouldn't know. But like with the remote duel regional, I won it and it was like, okay, what's next? But he's probably excited right now. But yeah, I don't even unside. No, you don't even gotta unside. Yo, it's quiet right now. Like, I know you can't hear him, but I can hear him. The guy that got second is definitely like, wow, that happened. Game one though. They probably could have comboed. Commentators have gone silent too. Haven't heard a word in like a minute. Everyone in chat saying, yo, commentators, where you at though? Wow. See Cosmics in the side deck. I'm actually happy to see that. card is good going first and second versus multiple matchups, unlike something like Twin Twister. So, not really that good of a YCS finals. I don't feel like VOD reviewing the first game, because I already know he could have done stuff different. I already know he played in the snow so hard. He said, "Oh, snow?" And why didn't he let snow resolve? That's another thing. He could have summoned snow and used the effect on Rocket Ride, which would have been fine. Because what if Pauly didn't know that Rocket Ride couldn't summon 2 different names from the graveyard? He could book it to prevent it, but then you have Wind that you can link off and play with. So, I don't know. Also, I see somebody in the chat right here saying, does base stand for anything? I've had this question a lot on in my comment section recently. I don't answer it every time because it's so much work. It's Brave Token, Artifact. So I'm saying it's so much work. Brave Token, Artifact. What does the S stand for? Souls. The E is for Enforcer and the D is for Dragons. That's how you get based. It's a stretch to get to it. But what else are you going to call it? You could be like, oh, call it Kitchen Sink. I'm not going to call it that Kitchen Sink. What am I? What am I now? No. Yeah, just call it based. Like that's what like the creator of the deck called it, so that's what I'm gonna call it. But that is it for the finals. We are going to see Pauly win the NA Remote Duel YCS Championship here, 2022, February 27th. This will be a day he will probably never forget. And it was his first top 2, so that is going to be it. Yeah, my upload schedule might be a little bit messed up tomorrow because I've been doing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! The last 2 days. So that'll happen, but my deck profile will be up tomorrow. There's another Dragon Link deck profile that got top 8 of regional that'll be up tomorrow. Like I said, I'll try to get the Plunder list to be up tomorrow. They got first after Swiss at this YCS. So bear with me, my upload schedule will be messed up tomorrow, but it'll be back on schedule soon. And with that being said, Konami, let me be a commentator because I'm insane, and the DB Grinder is signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.